shaft.
Shaft, still hit. Targeting to hit you.
Got enough tracers there, you can follow them.
Stay and let's get to work.
Let's do this. I'm flying this time. Let's see how this goes.
You go
Good
down
work.
now.
Target friendly.
Whoa!
Oh, did we I rammed you? Okay, I was reversing. Sorry about that.
It is what it is.
Whew.
You're in a little bit of an uncontrolled
Okay.
spin there.
Nah, I was slowing it down.
Target friendly. Attack on shields.
Oh, your back shield's hurt.
Target friendly.
Oh, I
Over the
think I'm
nose.
doing what I'm doing.
Target friendly.
Okay.
Some desync when
I'm
it comes
having
to
a-
collisions.
yeah,
I think I
okay.
clipped a wing there.
You hit our tail real bad. Our tail's
Yeah.
basically gone.
Yeah, I was trying to get up your tailpipe there.
Wait a second, so what's going on here? The Redeemer's not...
Well, we're
Oh.
attempting to give a legitimate
Target
test.
friendly.
Sync sometimes. Oh, yeah, you gave me your back again. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
There and very
It's
nice.
not OP anymore.
It's
Nerf
not-
the Inferno.
Nerf the Inferno. All right, so let's talk about a couple things. There has been some updates to the ARES Inferno and the ARES Ion. They fixed the problem with it having 40 Gs of forward acceleration. They've also tightened up the jerk profile, so this thing feels like a starfighter now. I can honestly say that flying the ARES ships now is a night and day difference from a few days ago. The amount of control you can have with the ARES now is significantly better. The nose control is tight, you can get on target, the spool up timers are a little faster so you can actually apply your damage. I mean, in terms of the ship itself, I'd say the ship is in a great spot fundamentally in terms of its flight characteristics. And for all you guys who've been flying it, or you understand how bad it was a few days ago compared to now. It's a really big difference. But we wanted to take this opportunity to kind of talk about how the Redeemer's doing as well, and we were doing a lot of testing, and it seems like the only ship right now that's capable of fighting a crewed Redeemer like we have here. This Redeemer has 2 turret gunners and a pilot, so it's just missing its rear tail gunner there. I was able to get in on this Redeemer and kill it, but the ARES Inferno was the only one that I was able to do this on, and it did take me 2 attempts. The first fight lasted about 10 minutes, and what I found is after the ship takes critical damage on the Inferno, you get thruster damage at a certain point, and we had thruster damage about, I'd say about halfway through the last fight, and that really is what killed it, because getting the nose on target when you have that kind of thruster damage is almost impossible, and so my DPS went basically plummeted from that point. But it seems like an effective strategy when it comes to engaging something like the Redeemer is if you can't really stay at range because you got your projectile speeds are too low. So your only real option is to close the distance and just try to orbit the enemy as best you can, and punish and punish and punish as hard as you can. And as soon as your shields on the Aegis, on the Crusader Inferno start to drop, then that's when you make your escape, because it's unlikely the Redeemer will be able to catch you. So we wanted to see how she would do versus a mirror match, Inferno versus Inferno, just to kind of see the differences between the ships, because when we previously did this, it was, the fights took about 10 minutes, it was absolutely horrible, but now we'll see a much, I guess you could say a much more smooth believable fight. I think it's in such a better spot now than it was a few days ago. I must say I'm actually really enjoying flying the Inferno and the Ares now. So I hope you guys enjoy this fight. Me and Bray are having a little duel here.
Oh, okay.
Attack on shields.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. Oh, nice. Woo! Good fight. Man, what a difference though a few days can make. I got nothing but good stuff to say about the Ares ships at this point. You know, how they were a few days ago, and again, why I specifically said, you know, in the previous video, it's like, you know, I expect these things to change very quickly. You know, I just wanted to give my initial, I guess you could say, feedback on just how the ship was feeling, and oh boy, like I said, what a difference a few days can make, because the Ares ships right now are exactly where I think they should be. They feel responsive, they feel light on their feet, but still heavy enough that you have to be thoughtful about how you fly. The only big problem is really not with the ship anymore. Again, it's with the turrets, or sorry, not the turrets, the velocity, the projectile speeds, and just the gunnery in general. But that's really not the fault of the Ares. That's just more of a balanced decision as to what's going on currently with just the, you know, 314, 315 general balance pass and stuff. But yeah, I mean, if this is what they're going to push to live, I'd say that they're in a great spot. People get their hands on the Ares, will probably have a great time. As we can see, the Ares Inferno is really the only ship capable at this point right now to be able to fight the Redeemer in a situation where you're down on numbers. I think some people got a little upset with the previous video I put out about the Redeemer, and I just want to be very clear that that was my opinion and initial response to the ship at its current state, and it allowed me to go into detail about how I felt about the status of turrets and how that relates to the ship, and just the overall performance of the ship at the time. I'm not talking about the ship, you know, about what she's going to feel like or look like later on down the road. I only talk about what we currently have at this very moment and how that plays against ships currently. Because if you start getting lost in the future balancing arguments, there's no end in sight, right? And I get it. There's a lot of very passionate people, myself including, when it comes to discussing these ships. So I thought it was best to just kind of make a joke, put out a rap track, have some fun, give a laugh, because ultimately, guys, we're all in this together. We don't serve each other any merit by, you know, trying to fuck with each other or trying to hurt each other or trying to, you know, send each other death threats and like weird shit like that. Just, you know, just be cool, man. Just be cool. Like, we're all in this together. It's alpha. I get it. Right? But it's nice to talk about where the ships currently sit so that CIG gets a very accurate representation of what's actually winning fights out there and why. It is pretty cool, though, to see the sheer volume, of fire that the Redeemer can actually push out. And I think I need to correct myself here. So we're running with a pilot and a gunner on the Redeemer right now. We're going to do more testing as time goes on. So, you know, for all you folks out there that are, you know, saying like, you know, you need to give the ship a fair shake. Absolutely. My point I was trying to get across is, obviously with the turrets, it drops the skill ceiling so low to the point where, you know, I'm okay with fighting at a big disadvantage, but at least there is an opportunity or a chance to kill my target if I'm able to scale the gap. But the problem was obviously with the way that auto gimbals were and stuff, you know, and we saw the Hurricane, that opportunity basically doesn't exist because of some of the mechanics in the game. And that's just that was really the only big point I was trying to argue. So, you know, it is what it is. But I had a blast flying these ships today. And I gotta say, I'm very much happy and excited with the state of the Ares starfighters, both the Ion and the Inferno. I have high hopes for the Inferno. I have high hopes for the Ares Ion, and I have high hopes for the Redeemer, and I have high hopes for the community as a total, and also Yogi and the rest of his team when it comes to balancing. They've been doing a pretty fucking stellar job, considering where we were about 3-4 months ago compared to where we are now. I'd say it's a pretty night and day difference. So Yogi, if you're listening, buddy, brother, you're doing a great fucking job, man. So keep it up, and tell the rest of the guys at the team that they're doing a great job too. All right, guys, if you want to get some Predator mounts, you can fly with some dank-ass stick mounts like I do and talk shit on the forums. Take a look at Predator mounts. And thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the stream. Please leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm. You guys know the drill. Even if it's just, hey, Avenger, you suck, or hey, Avenger, we like your shit. Whatever it is, man, jump on, join the conversation, have some fun, talk some shit. Have a blast. I will see all you folks in the next video. Peace.